Hello, my name is Shantel from no. Where should I put it? Up here? That's a reach. There's not even water in it. Ow! Free my bro. Nah, he needs to stay there. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry, and when I originally filmed this video, I forgot to intro like a dumb bitch. So yeah, I forgot to film an intro. I don't know if it was just because I was out of it or whether it was the fact that I wanted to watch the episode so quickly that I just completely forgot about filming an intro. How many videos have I filmed? Many. The only other time that I straight up forgot to film an intro was for Janelle Monáe's music video for Pink that I never posted that. Funny story, I'm actually sick. I have the stomach virus today. It's not been a good day. This has not been a good day. I had a stomach virus. I was so sick that I forgot completely to film the intro. So, me forgetting to film the intro, to me, is mind-boggling. Can I make these outro comments? No. Damn, I have to say them now. If you want to skip my intro comments, the time the reaction starts is in the description. Sorry that this is taking so long. It's been a lot. I don't want to talk about my life right now, and nobody wants to hear about my life right now, but it has been a lot. And also because I wrote the commentary for this so long ago, I might not remember exactly what I meant, because these are like little annotations. I can't write down everything I want to say on one sticky note, so it's just like a word or a few words that will remind me of the thought. So anyway, I really like the soundtrack for this show. I wrote down two things about it, and I literally wrote an arrow. They tie together because I wrote down that I like the theme when Eve tries on the dress, and I can't remember if there's anything specific that made me like it. I just know I liked it. I wrote down Sandra is sexy. Why did I write that down? Well, I mean, she is, but why did I will eat anything I also wrote down? What does that mean? Was it because it was kind of a double entendre? Or no, I remember why I wrote it down. I think I wrote it down for two reasons. One of them being the fact that it was an innuendo, but then I think the second part of it was about the interaction that was occurring between Villanelle and Eve, and how Villanelle came across as, before all the knife stuff, came across as very homey. Almost like very, very welcoming, like, no, it's fine, it's whatever, I don't want to like disturb you, I don't want to like put you out your way, yeah, just do whatever for me. But at the same time, I broke into your house, so like I love this show. I really wrote down I love this show. Title line, take me to the hole. Was that about this episode or last? Nadia and I think I already said what I was going to say about Nadia and the first time I filmed this, so let me just put that here before I keep going. So Nadia's alive, which throws a hole in the whole Villanelle thing. And Anna was brought up again, and because she was brought up again, we know that there is the possibility of seeing Anna, for Villanelle to see Anna. But because they brought up the character Anna more than once, feels as though we're gonna meet her at some point, whether that is this episode or not. And then there's this. It's supposed to be in the video for 105, but it didn't make it in there for file reasons. I put the video in the wrong place. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna put it here. Actually, before I started watching the show, I saw a GIF, Villanelle holding the knife up to Eve's collarbone, but because I saw that it was Sandra, which I knew she was in this show, I was like, oh, that must be from Killing Eve, don't look at it. But I remember seeing that much, so that was from this episode. Okay. Villanelle holding a knife up to Eve's neck. And I was like, what kind of show? Kinky shit. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I wrote down the title line. Maybe I'll remember it in the future. I wrote down English all. I don't know if that... Yeah, see, I wrote these so long ago. This is what happens when I don't actually, like, get to film in a timely manner. I wrote down profound. Why? I know there was the profound thing that Aunt Petunia... I know her name. Like, when it happens in the show, I remember it, but I don't remember it when I'm not watching the show. There was the profound thing Aunt Petunia said about loving someone and disliking them because you love them, and I was like, oh wait, if I ever look at those and they make more sense to me, I'll maybe like circle back around. and like correct what I've been saying, but that's the best I can make out of what I wrote down. Now there's the last thing. And I don't know how personal I'm gonna get with this one. Hopefully not too. You know what? Actually, to save everyone the time, I'm just gonna put it in my outro comments. It is about the scene in last episode where Oksana Villanelle killed Frank, explaining why I had the reaction that was almost fear-like. Explaining the reaction that I had, as well as discussing the concept of, well, what they were discussing. The soul becoming so small it's like it doesn't exist. You're just trapped inside. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that in my outro comments because I actually don't have a lot of outro comments for 106. The only thing I have to talk about is, well, I'll say it at the end.
Just a few days, and I pick you up.
I don't need a few days. I will see you tomorrow.
Flashbacks to when my dad does it and used to do that to me. Thank God he has not been done recently. She's the licking thing. She does not seem like she wants to do this. Do I trust him? Do I actually expect that he's gonna pick her up after all this? I mean, he has to. Because she is a valuable asset to the organization. So. But then again, they could always just bring in someone new. Anyway, I'm done with that.
Enjoying this?
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Babe, I know you wanted to go off, but just keep it.
You okay?
Uh-oh.
Hey, how many more people have to die before you complete this level?
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm scared. I don't want to wake up to your face on one of those. Damn it, I don't want to shout at you.
You know, I think you should.
What? You, alive, at home, without scary ladies breaking into our house, makes me feel
She
better.
will keep breaking in, and she will keep hurting people until I catch her, okay? I have to find her. She wants me to find her.
Jesus.
It has to
Do you
be
want me to
Do you
hold
not
up your
understand?
cape a little bit so you can go down on yourself a bit more? You're not saving the world, honey bunch. You're getting off and sniffing out a psycho.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know
It's okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Let's just get a curry. Now forget that happened and go home and apologize with tea.
We don't forget that shit happened.
I can't. I have a work thing.
What work?
The old traditional cutoff, but no, I noticed how she started wearing her hair down more. That scene though, I really love the acting. Yes, my God.
You can trust this guy.
Who is it?
Oh, I think you may have heard of him.
Ah, my good associate, Constantine Vasilyev. And look at you. I wish I won my lipstick too now.
Hello, you old ass.
Oh wow. The plot thickens.
A pond?
Yes, a pond. It was a pond.
I'm Eve. Again. Just
Very good. Very good.
Okay. Another female operative broke into my house and attacked me.
What? Really?
oh shit.
What did she want?
Dinner. I believe Nadia knew this other operative, Oksana, and I know Oksana.
Honey, babe. Pipe it down a little bit. You're a little bit too loud, honey. Keep it pushing, honey.
How do I work in there? Okay, you just want to see me bending over. You know me so well.
interesting. The way that was set up. How her head was down. And it made it so that she... Ew.
Tell us about Oksana. Were you friends when you were here together? Did you help her escape?
She's like, bitch, if you don't shut the up.
It was meant to be me.
What was?
He was meant to take me.
That's what she
She
meant.
wanted to meet him.
Got it.
To be sure I was safe. Because she loved me. If you want to know about Oksana, you need to find...
The sound is not working in there.
It's okay, he's with us.
Mm.
What do we need to find? Tell us.
Stressed. Stressed as
Anna. The reason she was here in the beginning.
Tell them.
funny because to Eve and the lady whose name I forgot, so I'm just gonna call her Aunt Petunia. To them, him saying, tell her, was just him backing them up. And to Nadia, it was instruction.
Say I told everyone you were a big, tasty lady, but your fanny smells.
Ooh.
There she is. Come on, you giant sack.
What is the name of this organization?
The 12? This is good for you, Vlad. We have a lot more if you let us get her out immediately.
Is Vlad also 12?
I'm sorry I don't like your boyfriend. So you don't like your husband? What? No, that's right. You can still love him. For me, it was always the ones that I liked the least that I loved the most.
Weird.
Maybe it was the fact that I loved them made me dislike them so much.
Oh dear. I'm bordering on the profound.
That's what I was thinking.
Bed. Anything on him at all?
And who?
Your mother. Sorry.
Shit.
Yes. Give it to me. Give it to me now. No.
So, is this hit going to go as planned? Because chaos.
What you did.
Okay, this is what we're doing here now. But there's like a room full of witnesses, my friend. This is not how we wanted it. How hard is it to keep? Well, you know what? Nadia did have a head start. Let me not. And here it comes. And here it goes.
Need a hand?
She wants to help you too. She was asking about you.
Who? Was it an Asian woman with amazing hair?
Amazing hair. You know what? I actually think...
What did you tell her?
I don't
Are you going to kill me? No.
Maybe we should hang you. But I do have to be quick.
Kenny.
Is she with you?
No. Why? Have you spoken to her?
I found something from Constantine.
Some letters.
What sort of letters?
Hey, I have a visitor. Let me out. Hello?
No.
Let me out. Where is he?
Кто?
Constantine.
Константин. Кто?
Okay. Damn. Although it's that she went in there under the impression that she was going to be getting out, maybe she needs to stay where she at. Free my bro, nah, he needs to stay there. This whole new layer of Constantine working now with the English, Eve and Carolyn, their operation. Plot thickens. The plot thickens. R.I.P. Nadia. R.I.P. I would really like to know what Constantine and Caroline were saying back and forth. So how's Villanelle getting out? I wonder if Eve or Eve's operation will have anything to do with that. No, they didn't even know that she went into the prison. So how is she gonna get out? I'll say it at the end. Which is now. The end is now. Because there's no reason for me to turn the camera off. Okay, before I continue though, I thank you for your patience, first of all. Like, thanks for your patience. I am sorry that these are taking so long. Now that I'm getting back, kind of like slowly reintroducing myself into the editing, which I'm still not even at a place where I can do these consistently. I'm still not even at that place yet because there's a lot that's been going on. But I'm finally starting to at least get back into it. So the 7th and 8th, I mean, there's only 2 more for this season. Anyway though, thanks for your patience. Sorry it's taking so long. First, I'm going to discuss the reaction I had. I'll play it here.
Your eyes will just
Don't do it, please.
empty.
Okay.
People think that your soul or personality, whatever, leaves the body when you die. I swear it just goes further in. It falls so far in.
And the reason I was like that was because of fear. I was afraid that I was about to be put back in my feelings. I did not know where the conversation was heading exactly. Unless we are the ones that die, all of us at some point in life experience the death of a friend or loved one, immediate family. We experience it, and usually our first experience with it, unless you just happen to be really wise or something, I don't know, it changes your perception of death. It gives you insight that you did not have previously, and for some people this can be a huge thing. You know, some people it doesn't affect them that much. They understand it as a part of life, but for some people like myself, it completely changed the way I looked at a lot of things. Well, I mean, first of all, it made me realize at a young age that young people die, and it kind of took away, well, not that I had an invincibility complex, but I know that a lot of young people do, where they don't even think about the fact that any day, any moment, it could be done. I wonder if I hadn't experienced what I experienced, would I be one of those young people who doesn't even think about the fact that death could be here at any moment? I don't think I would. I think I would have figured it out some way or another. I was 15 when my younger sister of 5 years passed away. She was 10, I was 15. And the thing that was most no, I'm not going to say most impactful. Something that really, like, the first thing I noticed when I saw her body after, this is hard to talk about. What the f? See, this is why I was like, I don't want to get personal, but it's important. It's explaining why I reacted, why I did. I don't know, I didn't realize her eyes would be so empty. And that, I think, was the most jarring thing for me is, well, of course, you know, a lot was jarring about that situation, but, you know, her eyes were, oh, this is kind of, I'm trying to, like, not overshare, but also, like, I'm not trying to, like, make anyone uncomfortable, and I'm also not trying to share so much that I make myself uncomfortable, because I don't like, contrary to popular belief, because I do open up from time to time, I don't really like, if I get too personal and I, like, go back and see a video where I got too personal, I will be strongly tempted to delete the video, because I'm like, why did I say those things? Why did I get that personal? Delete! Her eyes were open, and I remember that my first thought when I saw that was how, well, they were lifeless. It was like you were staring and it was just like a tunnel. There was nothing there anymore. And that was when I think death realistically, or not even death itself, but the process of dying, I think that's when it became more real and started to scare me because of all that I saw happen to the body afterwards. Of course, you don't feel it, but me witnessing it, it was a lot, and I don't want to unpack it. I was afraid because I didn't want to experience that in that moment. I was like, please don't. Not because I didn't know and didn't want to hear, but because I did know and didn't want to be reminded, I guess. Which I guess, since we're oversharing, I've had this fear. I was like, I really hope that in none of the shows I watch someone dies of an asthma attack, because I would have no idea how I would respond to that, because that is how my sister died. Like, I have no idea how I'd respond to it. But then a character did die of an asthma attack, and I think the saving grace was I didn't realize it was supposed to be an asthma attack. Like, I know that they mentioned that the person that the hit was out on had asthma, but I didn't make the connection that it was an induced asthma attack. I just thought that it was like a poison that was, well, I guess constricting her airways. I guess that would make sense. The point is, I didn't make the connection, but even watching it, I don't remember being like overly traumatized, so I don't remember that being hard to watch. And I mean, I could just pull up the video and see, but it didn't affect me it didn't affect me like I was hoping it wouldn't, so that's good. I think just knowing my own processes and relationships when it comes to death and dying, and also knowing other people's thought processes and relationships, it's interesting to see how everyone's processes can be so different, and how grieving presents itself in many forms, and how people grieve differently. Like, something that is very important for some people can be bothersome to others. Like, for me personally, the phrase, "I'm sorry for your loss," I don't like saying it anymore. I understood it, but the thing is, I understood it as a formality. Like, of all the people who said it to me when I lost someone, how many of them were genuinely sorry about the fact that me and my family, or my family and I, just lost someone? Because, like, you don't know me, you don't know anything about me. It's more like, it seems ingenuine now. Kind of like the way we say, "Hey, how are you?" and don't actually expect someone to say, "I'm not doing great today." We just say fine and keep it pushing, like a formality. It's the expected response to someone saying, you know, so-and-so passed away. And that's why, for me, at the time, it became bothersome. I was like, shut the f*** up. But I did also understand that that's the only way they really knew how to express that, and that there isn't really any other way, like any other real socially acceptable way that we're taught to respond to death. So I also understand that, and I did appreciate the sentiments, even though at the same time it was bothersome because of how much it took away from the experience. I don't know. Before I move on to the Frank thing, I just want to say the one thing that I'd like taken down from this episode to talk about, or to at least say, let me just confirm that, because I didn't have my sticky note with me when I was editing this video. This is short, so I'm gonna say this before moving on to the Frank thing. I was just gonna say, I've only been talking for 22 minutes? You've gotta be kidding me. I filmed my intro and like half my outro comments in 22 minutes. I'm on a roll. So, the scene in this episode between Eve and her husband where they got in an argument and it became physical. I didn't say it at the time, but obviously based on my reaction, I thought it was an intense scene. Kudos to the actors. But specifically, what I was gonna bring up is the fact that, like, Eve straight up slapped her husband, and then her husband was like, let's just forget this happened. I was like, no, we don't just forget this happened. What? We're not gonna address the physical violence? Because it's not cool. That's the reason I thought it was worth bringing up. Because in all of, I don't want to get into a large conversation right now about, you know, domestic violence, because I wouldn't know exactly what to say in this moment. If it comes up again, I'll probably be more prepared to talk about it. But what I think is worth saying is that it doesn't just happen to women. But we tend to overlook when it happens to men because of the societal norms for men and the societal norms for women in terms of gender and gender roles. It's like, if a man is the one, you know, getting hit, they're like, why are you being weak? Or, you know, some shit, just invalidate the whole thing. And, you know, and abuse is not just physical. And that's very, very important to remember, that abuse is not just physical. A lot of it comes from the stuff that is said. It comes from manipulation and gaslighting and isolating you from other people. But anyway, I just wanted to bring up that physical violence is not cool against your significant other. Part of me wants to pull up the scene again so I can hear exactly what Villanelle said, so that I don't misinterpret anything. Actually, I have my computer right there. I could. Let's do that. I can't pull up the original clip right now, so I'm just pulling up my video of it. I'm looking at myself, Wait, no, that didn't make sense. I was looking at the screen, and and then myself just looked directly into the camera. I'm like, okay. Eye contact much for why. I was like, oh. I don't know if I had much to say beyond the fact that the concept is terrifying. Well, I don't believe that personally, but the concept is terrifying. Imagine if that were true. I was going to say that if that's what death is like, this is exactly how stupid I was about to sound. I was going to say that if this is what death is like, if that is what death is like, please somebody kill me, put me out of my misery. But it's like, it just sounded dumb. You know, I just don't want to think about that at all. I don't think that's true. When I was younger, I used to envision the soul, I don't know, and by younger I mean like 6. Whenever I thought of a soul, I thought of like a little me, like, I don't know, imagine how spirits are portrayed in film, little floaty things that aren't really attached to anything, kind of translucent, little steam fog bubble, I don't know, with my face on it, and that was the soul. But then when I got older, my definition of the soul, or what I think when other people say soul, it's not a physical thing to me. It's the essence of who we are. And by that I mean the sum of your parts. So I guess some people would call it a personality. But I don't mean it like that. I mean not just what you say and what you do, but what inspires those emotions and who you are, what you think like in order to inspire those emotions. This is like the emotions themselves almost. And I know that's all cryptic sounding. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's just I don't think of the soul as one physical thing because of how I think of the body working together in all of its parts to create a human being who has thoughts and actions. When I think of the soul, I think of it as either being in here, like, you know, the neurons and everything, or like the whole nervous system. Because again, I was talking about the whole body. I don't know, none of this makes sense. Sometimes when I think of the soul, I think of it being here. What I'm saying is it doesn't make sense because I described it as not being a physical thing. But that's probably because my heart gets pain. Not like heartburn, but like psychosomatic pain. Like my emotional pain turns physical. And it's like, it sits in my chest. It's not fun. It's currently happening. So like whenever I'm like, oh, my chest hurts, that's why. I don't know if it's because of, I think people would call that anxiety. But I know your feelings don't come from your heart. They come from your brain and the chemicals that your endocrine system shoots out. Crazy to think that everything we feel and do is just chemicals and like little electrical doop-doop signals shooting everywhere. Being dead, the deadness, dead is not what scares me. Dead is not what scares me. Dying, when I get older, I will be less afraid of death. But I'm currently young. Fears aren't in order. I don't know. Or maybe you just never grow out of it. I asked my grandma if she was afraid of dying. She was like, nope. I was like, you weren't afraid of getting old? She's like, nope, I'm not afraid of getting old. But dying does. It doesn't sound appealing unless I'm suicidal. But that's another story. I think we're done here. I don't have anything else worth discussing, I think. If anyone wants to hear my thoughts on anything specific though, please leave it in the comments. I have filmed video 7. I still have not watched the finale because I wanted to make sure that I got all these videos edited so I have like all my complete thoughts together before I even touch the finale. So again, no spoilers, but if you have anything that you want to hear, I'll either address it in the comments or address it in my outro comments for next video because I haven't filmed my outro comments for next video, but the reaction is filmed. So anyway though, I really hope I remembered to intro in that one. Because if I forgot to intro in that one too, I'll be very mad at myself. What do you mean 36 minutes? There's no way that all that I just talked about only took place in 36 minutes. I'm exhausted and my heart hurts. I didn't actually properly discuss death. In my mind, I was kind of thinking of discussing, you know, the different belief systems as to what happens to someone when they die because there's so many of them. But I didn't end up doing that. Well, I guess if it matters enough to somebody that you want me to talk about it, say something. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So thank you all again for your patience. Never mind. No, I've already talked enough. No more. Thank you for your patience. Oh gosh, hopefully, well, all I have to edit is this. I've already edited the rest of it. So that should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And yeah, sorry everything's taking so long. I guess that's it for me though for today. Kind of want to watch Bandersnatch right now, but anyway, I guess that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Be sure to check out my channel, playlists, or description to see what other shows I watch, what else I do. Subscribe if any of those things interest you. This is my email address for any form of business inquiries, including my drawings. But whatever, that's it. Hope y'all are having a wonderful existence. And I guess that brings me to bye. Hello, my name is Shantel from no. Where should I put it? Up here? That's a reach. There's not even water in it. Ow! Oh, yeah, I have to say some stuff. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. And, okay, that almost fell. Now I gotta do it again. No!
I don't like that either.
Why not? Why not what? No, you. Do not disturb would be a good thing to put my phone on.
20 minutes later.
Was that about this episode or last? Oh, those damn emails. I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb like I said I was going to.
That's rather good.
I'm Eve. I am Eve. Now to Is that it? Good. I was like, now to find the sticky note for Killing Eve 106. That's going to be the fun one because, yeah, in my traveling, I just grabbed all of my stickies. Here, that works. Why'd I make this so difficult for myself? Oh, hello, my name is Shantel. Yep, so that's that. I was gonna change. That was really weird.
He's one of yours.
Did she just record everything? Then I realized I have to use the restroom now, so might as well keep them on and then change after. I wish my uncle a happy birthday today because Facebook said it was his birthday. It wasn't his birthday, bro. This is what death is like. Please don't open my door. There's a cord in front of it, so if you open it gently. Thank you. This scene where Villanelle was holding the knife up to Sandra Oh, but I recognized Sandra Oh's face, and by Sandra Oh the first time I meant Eve. When Villanelle was holding up the knife, I'm like, happy birthday! He's like, thanks. And then like we talked for a bit and he's like, it isn't my birthday today, by the way. And I was like, Uncle.
Is your investigation looking into that too? I thought so.
I'm gonna go.